just this is like my opinion. I for people who start panicking and be like, oh, because a tarot reader said that I'm doomed, that I will not get that job, or that I will not date person Epsilon, or the this and that. Like, I don't want y'all to take that seriously because jobs, it really depends. Okay. Um, for example, for me, this can happen a lot. It takes, like, for example, one change in the human resources area. Like, it's enough for example, one person that was working in the human resources team to get fired, or to just leave that job and get a new job, and then they put a new hire that has like a different vision, and then they see your resume and they're like, this person deserves a chance, you know, and then they invite you for an interview and they like you and then they hire you. It takes like one little change like that and things can change forever. So don't depend on readings because it really is a third party situation. And the thing with relationship, he might have, for example, thought about not wanting to date you at certain point, or her, you know, like, it really depends. But that person might have thought about it, but it doesn't mean that they could, you know, change and now y'all are dating and he is permanent with his choice. You know, like, things like that can happen, and vice versa. I used to have readings where it was very common for a reader to say that I will end up with this guy. Like, every single time I would go to her, she would say that, until I said that I don't have interest in him anymore, and she changed the subject, and she started saying that it was mutual and that he moved on, which was very weird. That's when I realized that she was not a real reader and she was just bullshitting me, you know? Um, because nothing ever happened with that guy. He did end up marrying, he did end up having a kid, and I'm happy for him, good for him, but nothing ever happened. He never invited me for a coffee, nothing ever happened. I tried talking with him and he ignored me. So it was all bullshit. Which it happens. It happens sometimes, the reader just saying positive things because they want to keep a client, or saying negative things because they want you to come back to see if things have changed.